Welcome back to the Compressor Guru. Guys, I'm going to try to solve a problem. People ask me what I do, and I usually answer with I sell, service, repair, rebuild air compressors. But my actual business is solving problems for people like you. So today we're going to talk about solving a problem that some of you have had, not every one of you have, but there are less than scrupulous companies out there that do something, and we're going to run you through a recent conversation with my friend Charlie, who's going to be the voice actor of the caller Michael or Mike. And here's the way it went.
Ring ring, ring ring.
Hello.
Ring ring.
Hello, Steiners.
This is Mike from Massachusetts, and got a question for you.
Sure, what can I do for you, Mike?
Well, I'm having trouble finding parts for this Ingersoll ran compressor that I have.
Okay. What's the problem? We have lots of parts available.
Well, it has to do with the model number. According to Ingersoll Rand, that don't match their numbers that they have. They don't recognize the model number.
Okay. So you already called Ingersoll. I assume you gave them the model and the serial.
Correct, I did. Yes.
Okay. So I don't care about the serial. That's just basically gives you an idea of the age of the machine, and the serial number on the Ingersolls and the Quincy's are basically to prove ownership. I own serial number 123. Serial numbers rarely matter for parts list. With Ingersoll, it's the model number. With Quincy, and I'm giving you more information you need, Mike, but with Quincy, the record of change. If you have a Quincy 350, record of change 30. That record of change just tells us what specific parts are in that pump. But what model number do you have?
I have, it says on the tag, the Ingersoll Ram tag, T-306IM.
IM. Okay. So here's something that's not Ingersoll's number, and it's no wonder they couldn't help you. Down at the bottom of that tag on the right-hand side usually is another part number. And can you see that?
Barely. I mean, it's pretty rubbed out.
Well, what that number there is, that's the part number for the tag. And what some companies do is they'll buy an Ingersoll pump and they will buy these tags. And that number that you can barely read in the bottom corner of the tag is actually the part number of that tag. And you can buy a blank tag and relabel your machine. And some companies, it's actually more common with the Ingersoll. Some companies will buy an Ingersoll, buy a stack of blank tags, and renumber them with their model number. They might put Ingersoll serial number back on, but they'll renumber them with their own part number. Like if you were doing it, Mike, you might put M30 or 352, and it might be for whatever record keeping you're doing, but you know what the M352 is and who you sold that compressor to. They're going to have to go to you to get parts because you can't identify that machine by going to Ingersoll. And this is not a one-time event. This happens often enough that you know what I'm going to do, Mike? I'm going to make an episode about this because it matters. Guys, if you can't identify your compressor, call us, email us, contact us through thecompressorguru.com, and we will help you any way we can. Mike, can you send me some pictures of that compressor?
I sure can. Yes.
Okay, send me pictures of it, send me a picture of the tag, send me several pictures of going around the pump, and I'll call you back.
Okay.
Okay, send those to me, and when I get them, I'll call you back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Then, a few minutes later...
Ring ring, ring ring, ring ring.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, this is Mike.
Oh, hey, Mike. I don't trust my phone. Too often it cuts out. You know, cell phones these days.
Oh.
Hey, so thanks for the pictures. I got them. That was 253 Ingersoll. It's a great pump. The part number that's on that tag has nothing to do with Ingersoll. Like I said in an earlier conversation, this is a common occurrence. Your Binks and your Lincoln compressors are often a Quincy. And we've identified a lot of compressors just like what we're doing here. So what's wrong with this 253?
Well, it's pumping slow.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not building the pressure up the way I think it should.
Does it build all the way up though?
It does.
Okay. So the first thing we need to do is check your belt. If it's not pumping right, tighten up the belts to about where it would be about as tight as your car, your alternator belt on your car. People think if the belts are on, it's going to pump. Those belts can slip. So tighten your belts up and give me a call back and let me know how it's doing. If they're tight and not dried out and cracked, we'll go on from there. But the first thing to check for a slow machine that makes it all the way up to pressure is check your belts. Mike, we have everything you possibly need for that machine. Give me a call back and let me know what we can do for you.
All right. Hey, thank you so much. I will tell you this, Guru, is that
You can call me Bud. Everybody else does.
Okay, Bud. Is that I call Ingersoll Rand because that's the name on the tag, and they have no idea what I tell you. That was frustrating. I'm glad that I called you because that clears up a lot of things now. So thank you, and I will give you a call back with after I check the belts and stuff.
Okay.
So,
like I said, we're in the problem-solving business. So, thank you. God bless. Have a great day.
yeah, you as well.
Bye. So, folks, that is actually a recreation of a phone call I got last week, and this happens more times than you realize. DeWalt, some of your contractor compressors are Jenny or emglo. Binks are almost always Quincy. Lincoln compressors are almost always Quincy. And despite the fact they'll have that big Lincoln tag on the tank, they're almost always a Quincy. We can help you identify that machine if you can't identify it through normal means. And even if you can identify it through normal means, we have parts for all kinds of Ingersoll, all kinds of Quincy, and we even have some stuff for Jenny and emglo. And thank you. Feel free to contact me through thecompressorguru.com. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment if this fills in some blanks about a strange compressor you have. God bless. Have a great day.